Yeah, I'm good.
Check my mic.
Trey, you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ain't been
Yeah,
seeing you
bro.
online that much.
That's because I've been reading a lot, so
Oh shit,
doing
what you
that
reading?
nerd shit.
So now you want to get smarter. I'm smart on us, so we look even more dumber. Okay, I see.
Been playing some D&D with some people. I started being the dungeon master, so I'm doing that too. But I got to make up the story for these fools.
No, that's dope, man. I should be reading more. I ain't gonna lie, I should be. Everybody sounds good. Oh well,
I
Nelson,
was
how
reading
about you,
today.
bro?
Hmm?
I haven't heard you talk. Say something.
Check one, two.
Henry,
Sound
Mr.
good?
Henry, can you? Yep, you sound good. Henry.
What's up?
Oh no, I'm gonna spit out of control, motherfucker!
You call me?
I'm testing the audio right now to see how good it sounds.
Oh, what's up, my boy? How I'm sounding?
Oh yeah, you sound good. And then we have Mr. Doom in the house finally. Yeah, we should be good tonight.
Well, Thrifty's on Wednesday. He's like, man, when are you gonna come through to the show? I'm like, never. I'm at work. I'll never take a Wednesday off.
Don't hear Doom. Nelson, walk him through.
You say we can't hear Doom?
Doom, we can't. Yeah, so Nelson, walk him through.
Oh, go to the chat settings or the party chat. Go to the three dots. Go to voice chat settings. Share your voice. Allow. Good.
Can you guys hear me now?
I can hear him.
Well,
Yeah,
we could
we
hear
we
you the whole
can.
time. It's the over the internet.
Yeah.
Okay,
Doom, you're good. You are good, man. Yeah,
I'm
it's
good. Okay.
yeah, because since we're in a party chat, everybody's got to click that one thing so we can share the voice via stream,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all that is. But yeah, we could hear you the whole time.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and share this out real quick, and man, we're gonna get this party going because I'm hyped for Doom today.
Hell
I,
yeah, brothers.
I'm nobody special. So,
He's find something to.
Hey,
You're
you gonna
you're
bring up
special to me.
Everybody's
Halo
special.
going to be like Fortnite?
I mean,
Fortnite.
aren't you tired
Fortnite.
of beating a fucking dead horse? Like, I know
Well,
Fortnite?
Xbox gets your
Nah.
fucking dick hard, dude, but like, come on, dude. Every fucking week, like, fuck, they're dead, they're gone. They're fucking trying PC now. Like, let them fucking change their sex to see if it works out over there. Like, I really don't give a fuck, but yes, we can.
Hey man, we could talk about the Asus ROG, but
Ah,
not
fucking
Xbox.
the not Xbox.
the
Uh,
not Xbox.
I
Doom,
had
do
watched
you game on
another
PC at all?
no, no,
No.
not at all. I
Yeah,
tried and
me
it
neither.
didn't work.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
I'm a console peasant.
Facts.
best kind of peasant to be.
Damn right.
Alrighty, finishing this up here.
Borderlands had another patch.
I just ain't got the patience for that shit. You see the people buying these ROGs and shit like that? They gotta spend 2 hours
Fucking
motherfucking booting that
Yeah,
shit
I
crazy.
up and
seen
fucking.
that,
Man,
bro. I
get the
watched
fuck out
Not
of
another
even
here.
worth
another
it.
video today.
Yo, what up? RPG just became a newly PC
Christened.
owner. Yeah, christened
Oh,
well like a month ago now, right? Right before Borderlands came out, I think is when he did it.
yeah.
And he's been having a pretty decent time. I mean, I haven't heard any complaints from him, but he's got patience. You know what I mean? I don't have the patience.
Yeah, RPG pretty laid back from what we see or hear. He could just cut the mic off and be punching the wall.
And why don't
I could visualize that.
I fuck with RPG though. That's horrible.
Yeah, I like RPG's low key demeanor. All right, there we go. God, man, I feel like the older I get, something happens in my brain where technology doesn't work as well with me. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Probably having them moments also, even with like real life stuff, bro. Like,
Hi, Pooch. Are you gonna stay down here with me? Hmm?
All right. Yeah, we should be good. Everybody can hear everybody. RPG, you can hear pretty good. Mr. Moderator, I made RPG a moderator, and not once has he kicked anybody out. I'm actually disappointed.
hey, we was just talking about how chill he is. Of course, he ain't kicking nobody out.
Yeah, yeah. And I think I want to ask you guys a question too about consoles because it's been a little frustrating listening to some of these podcasts out there because they all assuming that one, PlayStation is made of money, which they kind of are, but it still is a business. And two, they act like Xbox problems are industry problems, and it's annoying.
Oh, that's been the MO the whole gen, my boy.
Yeah, since like 2015.
I have the thing open and I shut the
That's
gate
how they
for
do.
snooze.
And also, we got to shake our ass online to see
Okay.
if Microsoft will send us ROG Ally to test out or something.
Oh my word.
Well, hey, like the Discord said, you don't want the fattest ass, so get to shaking, my boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to fucking walk up with a red thong. I want to hit him hard with the red or
You gotta
green.
put
I
that
should do
ass to
green.
use.
Yeah, I was
man.
about to say, you gotta put that green on there.
The big booty Rican out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the
Shake
green.
it.
I'm not gonna lie, if they sent it, I don't think I'd waste the time with it anyways, to be honest.
Mm.
I'd take it out of the box, and after a half hour, I'd be like, I'm just done with this shit. I'll just send it back.
We gotta
They
update
send
it for about
right
4 hours.
Yeah.
Right before they send it, just tell them to go ahead and do all that for you.
Right.
Go ahead and send it pre-unboxed.
I'm just giving these folks a few more minutes to pop in before we get this started.
All right.
They always show up late to my shit, but everybody else, they always fucking extra early.
That's the
I
difference
think
between a
it's
console and a fucking PC, man. Switch 2 setup, 2.5 minutes. Fucking Aces ROG, 2.5 hour.
Mm.
Hey, that's how it is when you set up a new PC, big dog.
Well, fuck that shit.
And the Switch is not 2.5 minutes. The Switch is like 4 minutes.
Okay, well, my bad. Fuck.
No, because I don't know what you be doing with a Switch. You want to Switch when I fucking have a makeout session.
shit. It's your boy.
What's up, Voyager 88? So you can't even hear him.
Mm.
He wants to come in because Doom is in here, but now he don't want to talk to us.
Did he join via PC or via?
You shut your fucking whore mouth.
That's funny as hell.
He joined via PC.
I joined via a fucking bullshit Android phone that's like 4 fucking years old.
No.
Oh,
Hey, man, shout out to
wow.
Android,
Really?
man. Android is the shit.
It's a Walmart $200 phone. It works.
Well, if you would have done it on your
Gotcha.
PS5 like you always did, but now since you're on your PC, you never even turned that fucker on.
Yeah, then my monitor switches back and forth between PC and the fucking PlayStation.
Oh, what? You need a new with your port? Well, never mind. Let me.
Shut up.
Ain't that what it's supposed to do?
Yeah, but if I like watch the show on the YouTube app on the PlayStation, then I get like double audio because I'm getting audio from the actual stream and then the audio through party chat. So it's just fucking annoying as shit. So I can't watch the show on the screen. I have to watch the show on my phone. It's
I'm-
a big
Why
I'm
don't
not-
you just mute the show? Like, that's what I do.
Wait.
I mute the show and just stay on party so I can read the chat.
I'm not showing anything. Like, it's just nothing there. What are you watching?
I'm watching Ball X Pit on your like on the save screen.
Yeah, it's just there to be there just because I can't stream without it. If I could stream without it, just have like a nothing, I would.
It would be.
Hey, it
Oh,
fucking
you
works.
fucking
All
bitch!
right.
If you could just stream from the dashboard.
Mm,
Oh,
that'd be
God.
nice.
We
Yeah.
got Steve in the chat. Good God.
Your boy, the boy.
He's about to sexually harass every single one of
He's
you,
the only one
except
not on the show that's in the chat.
Every single
Yeah.
person's gonna get diddled tonight.
well, whatever. We get normally double the. Okay, we all know what Nelson's mind is because he found that super hilarious.
Yeah,
We get
diddler.
double. We get double our views after the show anyways. I mean, we've been getting what, Nelson, 60, 70, 80 plus after the show ends. Something like that.
Easy, yeah.
So let's get this party going because I'm hyped, man. We got Doom in the house. We only have him for about 45 more minutes, and I don't want to waste any more time. Welcome to the State of Gaming podcast. It is another beautiful Sunday evening. We got a packed house tonight, man. We have a packed house. I'm going to go through intros real quick. But first, I want to make a huge announcement and say thank you so much for your support. My Will It Play With No Internet video, Battlefield 6 Edition, hit 15,000 views. It's about to hit 16,000, and I couldn't have done it without you guys. I already thanked all the people in the Discord, but you guys out there in YouTube land that don't know this, thank you. I appreciate the support. Now, I have numerous videos over 10,000, but I kept out at about 12K with, I think it was, I forget which one it was. Oh, the Xbox game that came over to PlayStation. Remember the 4? Oh, what's it called? Gears of War.
Henry just dropped internet.
Yeah, Henry's been having internet problems. Gears of War, I hit 12K, so this one took it to the next level, so thank you. But tonight it's going to be a good show, man. We got a few topics, but mainly I'm going to let the folks here talk gaming. And so we're going to have these topics. I'm going to try to get to them, but the whole point is just to talk gaming tonight. So now that I got that out of the way, let's get into our intros. For the first time ever in the State of Gaming podcast, we have a special guest. I'm so thankful that he's here. It's been hard to kind of get him in. Well, I don't think we've asked him before. Maybe we have in passing, but he is the reason that I ever did my first podcast. He is the reason, or maybe I should blame him for this. The reason I met Nelson, even though Nelson don't remember because Nelson doesn't give a fuck, but I met Nelson, and that person is Doom. Doom, how are you, man?
I'm doing good. I wouldn't give me all that kind of credit, though. I didn't do a whole lot, but yeah, I appreciate it. Hey, it's great being here. Thanks for the invite and everything, and let's get to what you got on the table for tonight.
Nice. And yeah, I mean, look, Doom just sent the invite the one time. Me and Nelson did the rest, but going up on there on his show gave me the confidence needed to do it on other people's shows. So Doom may not think he didn't do anything, but he did a lot. Sometimes it's just that one reach, that one step that takes for things to get the ball rolling. So thank you, Doom. Next, we have a returning guest, and that is Miss Atreyu. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I was just complaining to Atreyu. I'm like, Atreyu, where you been? I really haven't been seeing you online. And she's
I
like,
be lurking.
she's like, I be lurking, and I know she does. But she was out here reading books. Look at that, a gamer with more than one hobby. That is what's up. Atreyu, what games have you been playing recently?
I finally got into Ghost of Tsushima. I'm loving the hell out of it. So I'm gonna go on
Wait,
to
Yote or
Yote after I'm done.
okay. So
I'm gonna go
Tsushima.
on to Yote afterwards, but I gotta keep it real. Do the first one first,
Mhm.
I'm still on my Helldivers whenever the guys want to pop up, but we've been ghosting with each other online, just hanging out and ghosting day after day. So we did try Arc Raiders, which I give it a thumbs down. So that's just me.
Yeah, me too.
And yeah, I mean, I play whatever pops up. I've been watching some more anime, and like you said, I've been reading. So, that's what I've been doing.
I tried that freaking game Arc Raiders, and I didn't like it. But I think it's the
I
whole
don't like it either.
whole pulling out, and I mean not pulling out, but the whole you die,
That's
you
what she said.
lose. Yeah, that's what she said.
You
The
don't have a
whole
whole lot of success with pulling out though,
no,
do
I
you?
haven't. It's costing me 18 years. I'm in prison for 18 years. But I also didn't like it. I love the aesthetics of it because it's like that futuristic cyberpunkish kind of deal, and I like it. But yeah, I just don't like the extraction things. And I played Marathon too during the beta, and it was okay. I enjoyed that one a little bit more. I think it's because I like the style of it. But thank you for being here, Atreyu. And I did not ask Doom this question. I was so busy glazing. Doom, what games have you been playing?
Oh God. Right now, all I'm doing is playing Battlefield.
That's it.
As we speak right now,
all you
I'm
need.
playing Battlefield.
Yeah, good ass game,
It's,
dude.
it's it's I'll say yeah, it's right in line with Battlefield 3 and 4. It does have its little issues. I'll say little issues, but otherwise, I mean, it's fantastic, man.
Are you playing
Okay.
multiplayer strictly, or are you also playing
Yep.
dipping into the campaign?
Multiplayer right now, I only have 2 more trophies for the multiplayer, and then once I get them knocked out of the way, I'm going to go to the campaign to platinum it.
Okay,
So,
yeah. I don't know of
I,
anybody who's played the campaign except for me. I beat it last weekend.
I've heard different things. It wasn't bad, then it was good, then it sucked. It's like, it's everybody's. Battlefield's never been really known for their
Hmm.
campaigns, but I mean, I've always kind of enjoyed them. Hardline was pretty cool.
Yeah,
I like the whole cops and robbers thing.
Battlefield has one of the best. I don't know because they do those episode kind of missions in their previous games, but they had, I think it was Battlefield 4 or 5, where it was your tank commander for the Nazi army, and you're basically duking it out till your whole crew dies. And I really loved that mission because it was emotional. But I agree with you. Some people saying, not that I know, but people out there on the interwebs are saying that I want to say it's good because I think the best part about the campaign is that it's Battlefield, so it feels good. The shooting feels good. The characters are pretty cool, but as far as like the story is pretty basic and crappy. Nothing there. So yeah,
I was going to say, like, if you take the Call of Duties, there hasn't been any innovation since
yeah.
the first Modern Warfare. They've all been the same, and they're just generic and whatever. I will sit there and say this: if anybody is looking to try to get as many online trophies as possible, look on TikTok. There is a code. It's XFCP. And you can go into a portal lobby, and the portal lobbies, you can still do your trophies and everything. You will rank up insanely, though. I think just yesterday I might have done 15 ranks in a couple of hours. It's
Wow.
literally ridiculous how the XP and everything. But I'm in there to get the trophies. That's how I got the trophies pretty much done. I just have
Nice.
Conquest and MCOMs. So,
Nice. Nice. We'll dig into that a little bit before you leave because I want to ask you some questions because I haven't played the multiplayer that much. I know Nelson has, so maybe you guys can speak on some of that stuff. But
yeah.
what's up, Nate? How are you, man? But next, we also have in the house not just Doom, not just Atreyu, but we also have Mr. Voyager 88, also known as RPG. How are you, bro? What games have you been playing lately besides Borderlands with us on Tuesday nights?
I've been well, shit, I would say probably waist deep in Yote. That's basically the only thing I've been playing. Uh, yeah, I've not been dabbling into anything else besides like that is my main goal is to get Yote, try to get at least as close as I can to being 100%ed before I end up beating the story. So I'm soaking it in. I'm taking my time and I'm enjoying it. But yeah, that is really the only thing that I've even booted up my PC or my PlayStation, and right now it's only on PlayStation. So that's literally the only thing I've been playing right now.
Yeah, well, don't spoil anything, but give us a little bit of what do you think about it? Is it better than Tsushima? Is it worse? Is it about the same?
I will put it in the aspect of how I viewed Death Stranding 2. And that is, I enjoy everything that Yote is doing but the story.
I agree with
But
that.
I've not beat the story yet.
I
So
agree with
there
that.
could be
Where you're
a
at? Where you're at?
wild. Yeah, there could
Yeah.
be a wild move.
Yeah.
But right
I
now,
agree with that.
everything is better. But I enjoyed Jin's progression and his story and his growth more than I do with Atsu.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that as well. I think they did everything better in this game as far as gameplay mechanics, you know, the weapons, all that. But the story is where I think Ghost One is better. But all right, yeah, we're gonna have a spoiler cast eventually once everybody's done beating it, so we can get on you know, and just spill our minds on what we think. We also have Mr. Henry Heck in the house, but he's been having internet problems all freaking day. That's why my Will It Play with No Internet videos are so important to people, because not everybody has super fast lightning speed connectivity every single time, every single day. So as soon as Henry can get back up in here, we will get him back up in. But last but not least, we have my co-host, Mr. Nelson Gaming Culture. Nelson, how are you?
Busy.
Nelson's busy. When does hunting start for you, Nelson?
Couple weeks, but I'm trying to get my lawnmower fixed, my snowblower fixed. I got the tire in my car, and then my kids' birthday parties was this weekend. I'm sure you see that.
Yeah.
On the, yeah.
Proud owners of a Switch 2.
Yeah, one's locked up and one's hooked up.
Hey, gotta teach them boys a lesson.
Yeah, did you see Luke on his face? He was holding Donkey Kong Country, and he was all pissed because he don't get to play it.
That's good. That's good. That means that. Like that. Oh shit, Henry's back. But that's good. That means that he's realizing that, hey, my actions have consequences, and I could have been like my brother playing Donkey Kong, but instead I gotta fucking deal with it. So good. And now we got Mr. Henry Heck back. Henry, you're the last but not least. What games have you been playing recently?
I've been playing Chronos: A New Dawn. I've been playing Grand Blue Protocol: Resonance. I've been playing Borderlands 4 right now. And I've also been playing some Battlefield 6, man.
You back on Borderlands? You didn't even tell us? I thought we had an agreement here that we were playing this together. What happened?
Man, listen, bro. I had to find something to play during the podcast, bro.
Oh, my goodness. All right, I'll forgive you.
And also, we played, we kicked off
Absolute.
Asylum last night.
Asylum. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
game.
Yeah, dope. That's what's gonna lead me into what I've been playing. So I've been like RPG. I've been doing nothing but Yote. I'm just trying to get the game knocked out. I've been doing everything that I possibly can. I'm not trophy hunting, but I am doing every little wolf den, every little fox den, every little bamboo shoot. I mean, everything that I can do, I am doing. I think I'm about 65% done with the game, and I'm about 55, 60 hours in. So we will see how much longer it takes me. And then what is it called? Absolute? Absolem. I just got that in Saturday night. Me and Henry started playing it. It's a very cool beat 'em up, like indie type of game. The soundtrack is made by the same people that make Ori, or Wisp of the Will, I think is what it's called. So it sounds amazing. Will of the Wisp. It sounds amazing. The art style is fire, and the game fits really well with the season we're in. It's very like fall type of colors in there, but it's a beat 'em up. Streets of Rage 4 is the thing that reminds me of it the most, except that it's fantasy. But yeah, I can't wait to keep playing more of it. You can do up to 2-player online co-op. I think Nelson will really like this game. But there y'all have it. That is our intros. RPG will be back with us once he switches out his mic and his whatever. But I want to get started with Doom, and Doom was talking about Battlefield 6, and you know what, let's continue that topic because I did beat the campaign Doom. I haven't played none of the multiplayer, but the multiplayer is what got me to play the game because we got the beta, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to buy this game. This game feels really good. I loved how it felt. Me and the boys had a good time. What do you think about the game and the kind of the evolution it has since 2042? Like, it made a pretty significant change here to attract people. How do you think Doom this will not decide, but how do you think this will impact Call of Duty, which comes out in less than a month?
My personal opinion is I hope it rips Call of Duty apart because Call of Duty sucks.
Yeah.
It's just Call of Duty's generic. They haven't innovated anything. I'm not going to sit there and say that Battlefield has gone leaps and bounds further than what Call of Duty is, but Call of Duty's just a generic shooter. They really upped the destruction and everything. The one thing that I don't like that they did was they made all the guns for every class, and to me that's not Battlefield. Battlefield is class-specific weapons. So that's, I guess you can kind of say that's more friendly towards the Call of Duty crowd. But listen, if you're looking for Battlefield to be like slow and clumsy in it, no, it is quick. It is a lot faster than old Battlefield games.
Yeah.
You don't feel weighed down with your weapons and things like that. I think they did more where you're aiming down sights and things like that take a hit, but it's not your movement. One thing that I can't wait for is for Call of Duty 2 come out. So the people that are on this game that are Call of Duty peasants can leave and go back to Call of Duty because they are ruining Battlefield. When you sit there and you play Conquest, you got guys just sitting at one flag or area, and that's all they're doing. They're not even playing the objective, and that's not how you play Battlefield. You got to keep moving.
That's some Call of Duty players in Battlefield. That's what that is.
Right. And then you can also tell the Call of Duty players, they use the slide mechanic like nobody's business. Yeah, they're sliding all over the place, and it's like, yeah, I can see that. But I think they did a very good job of bringing it back, having an old feel to it. There's some things that I would like for them to change, but who the hell am I? I'm nobody. I'll just deal with what they have going on and just keep playing it for what it is and all that. But otherwise, the multiplayer is good. It is good. I think it's King of the Hill's all right. Escalation's all right. Breakthrough's really cool. And then, of course, Conquest. The one thing and I'll stop talking, is Team Deathmatch. If you guys like playing Team Deathmatch, it gets very generic because it's only, I think it's 5 maps, and if you don't stay with your team from the very first Team Deathmatch, you'll wind up playing the same map for the next hour because you're sitting there and you're just getting put into different lobbies, and it just happens that lobby is the same map. So it just gets very man, this sucks. Otherwise, I'm happy with it. I was not going to buy it after the beta. I'm like, screw this, I'm not buying this crap. And then I read some stuff that, they made changes. I'm like, all right, you know what, I'll give it a try, and I'm enjoying the hell out of it.
Yeah, a lot of us, I think, feel the same way. Henry's another one that's been playing it pretty significantly. Henry, what do you think about it in comparison to Call of Duty? Because you play them all. You play a lot of live service games. What do you think about this Battlefield versus the previous Battlefields, specifically 2042?
I didn't buy 2042.
You didn't play it?
Nope, I did not play it.
Oh,
I would have
wow.
been a fool to play it. I would have been a fool to buy that game when it came out. But I've seen the sentiment of people who did buy it and play it in comparison to this. They're a lot more happy with this one. And speaking from last year's Call of Duty to now Battlefield 6, I'm pretty content with everything that Battlefield 6 got to offer. Even the close quarters mode where Doom was speaking to the TDM. Fortunately, I had guys to play with, so I didn't have to deal with any of that. We was just rotating in and out of modes. Go play some Conquest, go play some TDM, go play some what's it called, Rushdown,
Yeah.
whatever that mode is called. And we had
Rush.
a yeah, we had a good time because my cousin and my brothers, they pretty much just play Call of Duty or Madden or Call of Duty and the Crew. And so I finally was able to get them up off of Call of Duty, and they picked up Battlefield, and they really enjoying it, man. They text me early this morning, 6:30. You hopping on? Yeah, I'm getting on. Let me make my tea, and I'll be on with you. But I like the movement, and the difference here is, I think what a lot of Call of Duty guys get salty about, there ain't no drop shot, and you ain't drop shot nobody, because when you drop into the prone, your guy stops shooting. In Call of Duty, you drop into the prone, you can shoot the whole time you're moving down. Which I did, what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff here I did over Call of Duty. Call of Duty got where you can build a SMG and snipe people with it. You can have a shotgun and snipe people with it. And in this game, if you're at a mid range or a long-ish range, your SMG is not gonna outshoot the AR. In Call of Duty, it's really no point in running the AR. Just run a SMG with a longer barrel and a drum on it, and you cooking. You cooking with bacon grease. You know what I mean? But they take over here on Battlefield, they take the weapon archetypes a lot more serious. They take just you ain't really able to pervert the archetype of the weapon in the way that you can on Call of Duty, and it's just
Damn, I think we lost him. Shit. Well, that's super interesting that what Henry said, because I've always taken the weapon selection seriously, and the fact that he's right, you just need a SMG with extended barrel and you're good to go. It really pisses me off. But Atreyu and Nelson, let me get to you, and RPG, let me get to you guys, because we just got, or not just, but we have a tweet, or not a tweet, a quote from Glenn Schofield, who he used to be a game director for Sledgehammer, and he was in charge of World War II. And he said, I hate doing this, but since I left Sledgehammer, none of the games have been very good. I mean, the last one, Modern Warfare 3, was a 50. They still sell well, they just aren't as good. They aren't the same. He also says that he is worried about the direction of COD under Microsoft. Where's Halo? You know what I mean? Once you're assimilated by one of these companies, I think you take some of their traits.
Yeah.
Atreyu, what do you think about that?
I believe he has a right to be worried about stuff like that. I mean, because if you think your brand, the brand that you stand by, it goes a certain way and it's what people enjoy, you really don't want it to take on the characteristics of something that it's not, because then it might become less fun for the people who generally play it,
Yeah. Well, not just that, I disagree with him a little bit, because I think Modern Warfare 2019 was a good game. Well, at least the campaign was for me. I love that game. That game actually got me into try a lot of different games, which I have a video explaining that. But outside of that, I agree with him as well. What about you, RPG? You play Call of Duty for many years. I mean, you have your own team and everything. What do you think about what Glenn is saying?
With him being an ex-developer, I guess I will go down the Twitter route. And you got these brand loyalists. They're like, oh well, he's an ex guy. He's just salty. He's just this. He's just that. But I don't buy into all that, because I've talked to bosses that have been removed from my job, and I'm like, I want some inside baseball. What exactly happened behind the scenes? And they'll explain, because they don't have anything to lose, and a lot of their shit is very true and not around what's going on with them. So has Call of Duty fallen off since, I would say, 2019 with Modern Warfare 1? Yeah, it's been a slow but gradual decline. This year with Black Ops 6, Black Ops 7, but even including Black Ops 6, I only played Black Ops 6 for about 4 months before I was just done. I was burnt up. I was over the shit. Black Ops 7, I took one look at it back when it previewed, what was that, about a month and a half ago at the Xbox event with Tokyo Game Show. I didn't see anything there that stood out like, I need to buy this shit day one. So, it's going downhill, and with Battlefield 6 banging on every drum and not putting in all this shit with like Homer and Beavis and Butthead and all this shit.
Nicki Minaj.
Yeah. Nobody wants that
Chucky.
shit when they're playing a military sim, and that's what Battlefield is sticking to. They Fortnited the fuck out of COD, and it's ruined COD, and then you got the cheating aspect as well from the PC side with the hacks, and then you got the Chronos Zen controllers on the consoles. It's just, and I'm not saying that Battlefield 6 doesn't have cheaters, because it does. We've all seen the videos on Twitter, on YouTube. There is cheaters, and it's in every game. But it seems like COD seems to be like the biggest one that has the most amount of cheaters. So it's just, they have to get rid of that cancer that they have in COD to make it better. But they also got to stop sending out the same fucking game year after year after year after year with a different coat of paint, but it's the same fucking thing. They have to change it up. They got to take 2 to 3 years off and reinvent that wheel.
Well,
I thought that was supposed to be what was supposed to happen. When
Until Microsoft bought them.
Well, when Microsoft bought them, I thought, Microsoft was like, hey, you know what? This is only going to be, every couple of years or whatever. No, Microsoft knows this is a cash cow. We have to have this game every year.
That was never their plan. That's just what they said.
Right. Until those bean counters and stockholders looked at it and goes, yes, you're going to put this shit out every year.
Think about this.
We're done.
Think about this. 2019, Modern Warfare was a big hit for the Call of Duty franchise. And what they do? Fuck it, let's do Modern Warfare 2, then Modern Warfare 3. Then Black Ops 6 had a nice little push, so like we're going to do Black Ops 7. So they're not even fucking like, their long-term planning is literally, they're just switching shit up right at the, drop of a dime.
They're just putting DLC into the old game.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That's another part of the quote that Glenn Schofield said. He says, where's Halo? You know what I mean? Once you're assimilated by one of these companies, I think you take on some of their traits. And we definitely been seeing that with the last couple Call of Duties.
And they cut out the campaign fully on Black Ops 4. They said, the campaign's gone. It's strictly multiplayer, zombies, and Battlefield. Or not Battlefield, but Warzone. There was no campaign.
Nelson, what do you think about the whole assimilation to Microsoft?
Like I said before they even bought them, I said, what studio has ever gotten better from Microsoft purchasing them?
That's the truth. That's a fact.
That's never happened before.
That's a big fact.
And as soon as they get better, then Microsoft...
Was Hellblade 2 better than Hellblade 1 after twice as long and 5 times the budget?
No.
Microsoft 12 months later decides to shut their asses down.
Was Gears 4 better than the first trilogy?
No, it was shit.
Was Halo 4 better than the first trilogy? Was anything that they have acquired? Because remember, Microsoft hasn't created anything from themselves that was successful. They have never created anything themselves. Every popular IP they own has been acquired. And if you take a look at every single IP that they've acquired that they work on, it goes to complete shit. The Gears, Halo, everything, including Fable, all went to shit after Microsoft got acquired.
Even Age of Empires, that just came back, but that whole studio closed. They were the what do you want to call it? They were like the queen to the Blizzard King back in the day.
Yeah. Oh my, yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
They spent like $400 million buying that company fucking back in like 2010, and within 4 years they were dead.
Yeah, Age of Empires were gods back in the day.
Yeah, they were. They were huge.
Yep.
Well, now with this new PC handheld, do you guys think that Microsoft has any chance of doing well with hardware, even though it's not their hardware? Doom, we'll start with you. What do you think of this new hardware from Microsoft?
It's a PC.
Yeah.
Let me say this, and I'm gonna hold a little bit off what I have to say when I get with David and Logic in 2 weeks, because I talked to a certain somebody, and take this the way you want to take it, and whatever. The guy kind of came off as a little batty in that, but he has a lot of stock. It was 1.5 million shares into Microsoft. So I'm assuming that's a pretty big shareholder or somewhat. But he sat there and told me that there is no hardware no more. They're going to go the way they have Windows and everything. It's going, Game Pass or Xbox will be on everything. And they're going to let, these other companies make a console, a laptop, whatever it is, that kind of thing. There's my personal opinion, and it sucks to say it, they're out of the hardware. There's no reason for them to do the hardware anymore because it's just not there anymore.
The risk ain't worth the reward.
Right. As Logic and David always tell me, ROI, is it worth it? And it's not. They've never made a penny off of their consoles. Why are you going to invest in it anymore? Let somebody else take the
take the hit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let them, if they lose money, that's on them. I was told through Asus, they got a big chunk of change from Asus to put an Xbox button on it with some triggers and whatever else. And, they got upfront money to that, and then they get a certain percentage off of, what these allies are being sold for. And just do everybody a big favor. Go third party, which you already are. You're going to make tons of money doing that. I mean,
absolutely.
Look at Forza. Yeah, look at Forza. Look at, Gears apparently didn't sell great, but your other games are going to sell, so just sell games. That's it. There ain't no harm or foul in that.
Yeah, there's no shame in that. And you know what? Instead of concentrating on hardware, you could concentrate on making the games that you produce better,
Exactly. You could take that money, instead of putting it in your consoles, put it into your games. Listen, 20 years, 15 years, we don't know. Sony might be in the same position. I'd say the same thing with Sony. Just produce games. Don't even worry about hardware if it comes to that. Just, make good games. And
hey, up until a few years ago,
games.
Activision was making more profit than PlayStation was. By a considerable amount.
But see, here's the one thing that not many people, I don't think, are understanding what's going on. If PlayStation wasn't around and Forza didn't sell the way it sold on PlayStation, Sea of Thieves didn't sell, guess where there is no Xbox?
Nope.
Because PC's not right. PC's not buying the Xbox games because you have Game Pass on there. Nobody wants to buy the games, so PlayStation's actually helping more than people actually understand and know. And that's not a console war thing or whatever, an argument or whatever. It's just that's just the situation they're in, and it is what it is. So
yeah, that's just the fact. It's just a reality of things. And Bloom, let me ask you one more question before I pass it on to the next guys. Does Microsoft have any brand equity left? Do you think that any other business that wants to say, hey, Microsoft, let's lease out your name for our hardware or for our games or for anything, merchandise, do they have that brand power anymore, or is that diminished? Because we know it's diminishing by the day, but...
I honestly think Halo is still a big game for them. Gears, I think, is still a big thing for them. I mean, you can definitely sell some merchandise. I mean, for crying out loud, I've bought a ton of Gears crap. But it's not the way it used to be, though. Halo was a lot stronger, 15, 20 years ago than what it is now. The kids, like my son, they don't give two shits about Halo.
Yeah.
They want to play Fortnite. They want to play PUBG.
It's been bad longer than it's been good. Than it was good.
Right. And that's the one thing people don't understand. You just got to make a good game. If you make a good game, it's like Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come. Build a great game, and they'll buy it. Simple as that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, we've been arguing that for the longest time. Trey, what do you think? Does Xbox have any more brand recognition, or not recognition, but any brand equity where they're like, it's made from Xbox. This is going to be good.
If they quit while they were ahead with this whole, hardware situation, I think they could make a brand out of being great game producers.
Yeah.
But they really have to stop this BS where they're trying to squeeze their fans, I want to say it, for every dollar they got by saying, oh yeah, we're gonna make hardware still, and people gonna rush out and buy it because they're Xbox fanboys and waste their money. Kind of like how I was talking to Tornado before about when I got into Sega. I got into Sega back when it was the Dreamcast stuff, and that was the first thing I ever gave up a whole bunch of Nintendo games and stuff for, because I was like, oh, I want the Dreamcast, not knowing that was the beginning of the end for Sega. And it kind of upset me knowing that Sega just fell apart after that. And that's what I kind of feel is what's happening with Xbox at the moment. They might come up with something else after this ROG Ally bullshit, and then people are still going to buy it, and then they're going to be disappointed when it falls apart.
Yeah. Well, let me give a quick shout out to the people in the chat. What is up, Josh, PS4 Collector, and Nate? Thank you guys for coming through. Chaos, William, thank you guys.
Yeah, that's another thing. If they did make another hardware, would you buy it with confidence knowing it's going to be around for a while?
No.
Hell no.
No, I got rid of my Xbox back in July. I got $400 for it. All the money I got for that is on a PlayStation card waiting to buy Xbox games.
Damn. And the thing about that too, Doom, is that they have the IP, especially after the acquisition of all these, studios. But then how are they going to make these games? We know they haven't made a really good game in a long time. So how can Xbox pull through with this? Whoever wants to take it, I don't care. Doom, Atreyu, whoever wants to take that question. How are they
They're
going
to be closing a lot of studios here pretty soon.
How many? How many do you think are in danger?
A lot. Handful at least.
Studios?
Yeah.
I would say probably
at least 5.
I was going to say about 4 studios are on the chopping block and they don't even know it yet.
Nope.
They're going to come into work one day and there's going to be a guy going, "Hey, you come with me. We got to have a talk."
Yeah, HR conversation or HR meeting.
And we've already been told about this, through certain rumors and leakers. It's coming. So
next fiscal year.
Yeah, the first first quarter of 2026 fiscal year.
I tell you one thing, if I would not have liked to have shipped a game recently.
No, update your resumes. That's all I got. All the information I can give to Microsoft Studios.
I'll keep saying our game's not ready. Our game's not ready.
But I mean, to be honest, in order for them to survive, I would honestly tell them stop all the fucking BS with the hardware stuff. Just stop it altogether and put every ounce of what you have into the video games. That is it, because that's gonna save them in the long run.
Cut that dead leg off, because it's not doing nothing for you.
And yeah. You out of here, Doom?
I was no. I got about 15 more minutes, but I do want to say this.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look forward to them buying, which I was told this. Don't look forward to them buying any more studios. They're actually going to start buying IP to do what Amazon is doing, like with Lord of the Rings. They license it out. They make money off of that.
I don't see them buying anymore. I just see them getting pawning off what they have already, because they're not going to make that shit.
I was told that's one of the main reasons why they bought Rare, because of all the IP that Rare owns.
Yeah, but they haven't done nothing with it, and it's been 25 years.
Yeah, and it's going to be a hell of a lot cheaper than buying the entire fucking studio.
They're looking for somebody else to go and say, "Hey, we want to make this game. Just we'll give you whatever percentage, and we'll take whatever hit. We'll do it ourselves. I'll just give you this percentage."
They're going to make a deal like Sony makes a deal with another company.
Yes.
Well, hold on, guys.
The
Because
same shit that they've been doing for 10, 15 years on the Sony side, Now Xbox is going to adapt that idea with IP. Yeah.
See, it doesn't make sense to me at all. It just doesn't. Look, and maybe you guys can help me out because I'm new to Xbox. I got my first Xbox 2 years ago when the console was at 350 with Diablo packed in. So maybe it's because I'm new and I don't know. But one of the reasons I never jumped into Xbox was the 360 era. I didn't really know much about it. Everybody in my family had a PlayStation, all my friends, so I never jumped in. But for the PS4, Xbox One era, I was very conscious about the Xbox One, and I didn't because they didn't have the games. Not only did they not have the games that I wanted, but the games that they were promoting that looked interesting to me felt like they were so far away from being released, and I wanted to play now. I feel like that's been the case with Xbox. So what makes it different this time? They have the studios, they have the IP. Where the hell are the games?
To be honest with you, with this ROG Ally, I don't think people are doing it for Xbox, really. I think it's just because they feel like they can still keep their library while being able to now switch over to just being able to do Steam. And I think that's what it really comes down to. Everybody wants to play the games that are on Steam. Even I want to play games that are on Steam. But if it means that I can still keep the tiny Xbox library that I have, sure, that would be nice. But I don't think it's worth it for someone like myself because I only have like 4 Xbox games. So,
go ahead, RPG. What were you saying?
Oh, I have no idea. Let somebody else go.
Well, look, they got games coming out, right? And I know people are gonna give me flack for this, but I did it for 2 reasons. One, because I'm really interested in playing it, but 2, I'm doing it for the channel. Shout out to some of you guys who have given me the super chats over the last couple weeks, but I pre-ordered Outer Worlds 2. I got it for $50. I had a $20 coupon at Walmart, so I took it, or not a coupon, but a credit from a return I did a while ago, and I pre-ordered it, and I'm excited, right? That's one game. Another game that I really wanted to play was Indiana Jones. I'm waiting on a sale for that because it's not on the disc, and you guys know me, I'm huge with the physical. Doom was a decent game, but all these games that have come out and are going to be coming out for the foreseeable future, they all were already in the works before Microsoft bought them. Okay, so that's fine. They're a Microsoft IP now, but these games were going to come out regardless. Now, some of the IP that came from Microsoft, Infinite, completely bombed, right? When are they going to come out with the fucking games? I just don't think that they have the management capacity to make good games. They never have, and I don't honestly think they ever will. What do you guys think about what I just said? I don't know. Maybe I'm just bullshitting, but that's how I feel.
I kind of feel the same with you. I don't feel like they have the games to back up even having another hardware, system coming out. I don't think they have the games to back it up. I think they literally had to partner with somebody because they just lack the resources of games. It's unfortunate, but like, even if you gave me a choice of playing an Xbox game over a PlayStation game, like it's the same game, I would still choose it for PlayStation over Xbox. But I feel as though, like I said, I only have 4 Xbox games, and that was just because most of it was given to me. Like, I never purchased an Xbox game myself. I was never interested enough in hardly any of them to do so. So, I mean, I believe you, I just think they lack the backing of a good library.
Yeah. It's just frustrating because I love games, and I know, whatever. People may criticize me for playing too many games, but not every game is for everybody, but there's a lot of people that only play a few games a year. And when you look at what's out there, third party, I mean, look, when PlayStation releases a first party game, the world stops to look and see what it is. I mean, look at the reaction for Wolverine. Even people who hate on PlayStation are super excited for that game. There's nothing ever about Xbox where people are looking forward to, excited, and the stuff that they're canceling, they're not completing, we don't know shit about. Look at Fable, Clockwork Revolution. What's that one fucking spy game with that one girl that they were working on? Perfect Dark. Dark. It's like the shit that people really want to play, the shit that people are really looking forward to, it's not there. It's not going to be here anytime soon. While you have Nintendo and PlayStation consistently dropping multiple first party games a year on top of their third party and second party and whatever else hardware that they're working with. Why
Well,
is it
look
that
at their,
Microsoft with the most money still can't get their shit together?
Look at their last game that was supposed to be the game of the generation was Starfield, and look where that got them. Fucking nowhere.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I bought Xbox Series X to play that game, and it just
Yeah, I
happened to
did
be
too.
that it was 350. You know, during that 2-3 years ago,
That
350.
was like one of the main and only reasons between COD and Starfield is the only reason I bought the Xbox Series X. And did I have
Gotcha,
fun
bitch.
with? Yeah, did I have fun with Starfield at the beginning? Yeah, I played it, I beat it, I had my fun, and then I played my Call of Duties, and that's really about all I used that fucking console for. You know, maybe a game here or there, but nothing major because like with Halo, Halo Infinite, I didn't give a shit about Halo Infinite. I like Halo, but I like Halo of old. I like Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3. I like Gears of War 1 and Gears of War 2 and shit like that. But other than that, the box didn't really mean shit. I already had an Xbox and I had a PlayStation 5, and I would rather play my first party games on my PlayStation 5 and my third party games on my PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
So to me, it basically got so useless that I ended up getting rid of it halfway through its generation, and I've never done that with a console ever until the Series X. And I think that says a fucking lot about
Same here.
what Xbox is doing.
You know, go ahead, RP. Finish out.
Because I've had a PlayStation 4 from day one when it came out till the PlayStation 5 came out. I had an Xbox One a year into the console launching, all the way up until the Series X. I ran both of those consoles the entire generation. I didn't upgrade to the Pros.
Yeah.
But given this generation, 3 to 4 years in, and I decide that I'm going to get rid of the console because it no longer serves a purpose, that says a lot about the company, that says a lot about the brand, that says a lot about the box. And I probably will never buy another fucking Xbox thing.
Well, dude, I played Halo for the very first time ever in like 2021 or 2022, something like that. Gears, same thing. And when I played Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, it blew my freaking mind. Gears 1, Gears 2, Gears 3. I was like, what the fuck is this? This is amazing. Then I
Great
played
fucking
Halo
games.
4, Gears 4. And I'm like, okay, they're good. They're just not, the trilogy, but hey, that's okay. Gears 5, Halo 5, so on and so forth. I then played the rest of the damn games that people talk about all the time that you can only play on Xbox. I did that for about 2 months. After that, it was like, okay, I caught up with 20 years of fucking excellent gaming from Xbox. That's it. If I did that with PlayStation, I couldn't get that done in fucking 2 years, let alone 2 months.
Facts.
Doom, I want to keep asking you a couple more questions before you head out. I know you're heading out soon. But what do you think is going to happen with PlayStation? Well, we know they haven't been competition with PlayStation in a while between Xbox and PlayStation. But does this change anything for PlayStation? Is PlayStation going to go more aggressive? Is PlayStation going to get more expensive? What do you think is going to happen with Xbox basically leaving the hardware space?
My personal opinion, the way Microsoft can sit there and compete with PlayStation is, like we were saying before, if they can put out really good, consistent games that people want to sit there and they want to constantly play, that's going to be PlayStation's competition between Microsoft and Sony. As for the hardware, I mean, everybody keeps saying that they're like an Apple-esque type company. If you're honestly seeing that, you're going to start paying a lot of money for their stuff. People aren't going to like it, but it's and that's their opinion. I hope they don't do it that way.
Already there.
Yeah, but
With
like
the disc
console.
drive and the stands and everything else.
But see, I sit there and I go, and I hear I've heard this a lot. Oh my God, the PlayStation is almost $800 when you include a stand and a disc drive. Yes, that's when you include it. They're not sitting there saying that you have to include it though.
No.
So see, that's where the dishonesty is coming at, and that's the one thing I can't stand with some of the people that are on Twitter and YouTube and whatever else. It's just like when people sit there and say, "Oh, well, you're paying 76 something for a PlayStation game," and I'm sitting there going, "No, you can actually go to GameStop, trade in a game, get it cheaper." You can get it on deals, things like that. It's just like the Xbox games. I bought Halo Infinite for $10, and it was a year later. Redfall I bought for $5, and it wasn't even a year. It was the same year that it came out. If you wait, you'll get shit on. Yeah, you'll get it cheap in that. Forza. Dude, Forza's been on sale on the PlayStation Store since
it came out.
Yes. Look at Gears. Gears is on sale now. Hellblade is on sale now. It's like their games go, on sale quick. But for PlayStation, I got about 5 minutes, so I'll make this quick. For PlayStation, I hope they don't go the expensive route, but who the hell knows? I'm no business guy. I don't know shit. So, but they just need to keep putting out good, consistent games, and they'll be fine.
Yeah, I agree. Well, thank you, Doom, so much for hanging out with us this evening, man. Remember, you're more than welcome whenever, and so thank you.
Hey, guys, I appreciate it. I'm sorry I talked too much in that. I didn't give really anybody any time to talk.
That's fine. You're on limited time.
Yeah, you're on limited time.
Schedule the rest of the night.
Yeah, they'll be here for the rest.
I appreciate it, everybody. Hey, have a good night. It was great meeting everybody, and sorry Henry couldn't. Great meeting you, and everybody have a great night, Nat.
Thank you, Doom. Have a good night, man.
Take care,
you
Doom.
guys too. Take care.
Yeah, that's my thing that I'm frustrated with the most with Xbox is, aside from everything that's happening with the hardware, it's like, man, what about the fucking games? Like, we've all been talking about how shitty their games in, and I just don't see them changing anytime soon. But
they're gonna be making less games because they're gonna be getting rid of a lot of these studios that aren't making money. So
yeah, very, very
which is
true.
Gonna be the vast majority.
Very fucking true. Now let's talk about your favorite console real quick, Nelson. Because they just had a big release this week, 2 days ago, and that is Pokemon ZDA. And because you don't want to buy Pokemon, they're not your favorite console no more. You're gonna sit there and take it. So Pokemon ZDA, there's an article written by Game Rat that says former Nintendo employee claims Pokemon Legends ZDA only needs to sell 200,000 units to break even. 200,000 units. Now, we all know Nintendo will do that within the first hour that the game goes on sale. And that doesn't really surprise us either, right? We know that Nintendo usually runs these studios. They're small. You know, the Mario people or the Mario Odyssey people, Donkey Kong, they're 298, 300 people in that studio. That's why when they raised their price to $80, I'm like, this number is literally a profit-driven number. It's not about covering costs. It's not about covering expenses. It's about none of that shit. It's literally, we want to charge more because we can, and that's what we're going to do. But
Game Freak
Atreyu
is second party.
Yes, second party with a first-party IP. But Atreyu, what do you think about needing only 200,000 units? And also, this game is completely broke. Well, not completely broken, but there's a lot of bugs, a lot of issues with this game. One, does this surprise you?
Where do I start?
Go ahead.
Let me tell you. So I spent a good part of today, and this is even before I knew we were going to talk about it. But I watched my friend literally play it from the beginning for about 3 hours today. And I got to say, I am very glad that I didn't suffer from missing outism, because I'm, as you know, a Pokemon fan. I've played every single Pokemon. I like playing Pokemon. I like Pocket Monster games in general. Mm-hmm. But when I saw this game, I was so severely disappointed. Number one, in terms of graphics, it was one of the worst that I've seen so far in the New Age Pokemon games. I thought that Pokemon Tournament looked better than this game. Okay? Then I saw the glitches in real time of how bad it was. There was a point where like the screen would flash and blind you because I guess something happened with the lights at the shops when you turn, and all of a sudden it just blinds the heck out of the player and then goes back to the normal stuff. And then like there was a part where she was actually fighting in a Pokemon battle, and the screen, the ground went black while she was playing, and you couldn't see the Pokemon you were battling. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is supposed to be a polished, finished game that people waited for, you know? And not to mention, the whole style of the game was also really ridiculous. The story was ridiculous. Like, I don't know how many people know the stories of Pokemon, how you have, like, a mystery that you have to, like, solve, you know, that's underneath all the rest of the battling and stuff. And basically, it was like, you go to play the game, but you really have no idea why you're going to this city. And then you have no idea why some random people just swept you up into this thing and was like, yeah, you're going to battle now and you're going to join the competition. You're like, and you don't even get a choice. You just have to go along with it. And it's just like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is the story even about? Why are you even battling? You know? And of course, that same old of like, oh, this is how you fight a Pokemon battle. Like, okay, we all know how to fight a Pokemon battle by now, you know? But the worst part of it came where I made a joke because they were like, oh, this new way of fighting, it's like real-time fighting. And they were like, you could sneak up on people. I was like, so you're teaching them how to mug people now? Is that what we're doing? Sneak up behind them, like, give me all your money and your Pokemon too. You know, I don't know what the fuck. But I just laughed at it. I was like, now we're just gonna act like we're Solid Snake or something. I mean, sneak up and like stealthily attack you, win the match, and keep moving. Like, this is the worst Pokemon game I've ever witnessed in my life, and I'm so glad that I do not have a hankering to play it anymore.
So $70 is a pretty steep price. RPG, what do you think about the quality of game that we're getting here, and also the pricing that goes along with it?
How much is it? You said $70?
$70
for Pokemon?
Yeah, Pokemon A to Z.
I can't really talk about Pokemon. I don't like Pokemon, so I can't say that the shit's worth $70 or it's not worth $70. I've not even looked up a single video on this game. So I'm not going to shit talk a game that I have really no fucking interest in. But from what I've seen, what I've heard, it looks like a lazy attempt to me.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a Game Freak game.
Yeah,
so,
it just seems like something that, hey, this is going to be like our bridge to our next big thing, and we're just going to cover this gap until we get to our next big thing.
So question for you guys.
Supposedly that's the case. They're supposed to be coming out with a new MMO-style Pokemon game, and this is just the in-between.
The best thing that Pokemon could have had done to it is exactly what Pal World did. And
we all saw what happened with that.
Yeah.
Fucking Nintendo shoot the fuck out of them.
But I mean, still, I think that was like probably the next step that would have done Pokemon any good, was the step that Pal World decided to take and opening it up in that open world and going and fighting and collecting monsters in an open world style. And that's probably why they're getting their asses sued, is because Nintendo got out Nintendo'd.
Well, let me ask you guys this question, because Nintendo's very popular basically with the same fucking IPs. We got Mario, Zelda, Donkey Kong, Pokemon. Am I missing anything else?
Kirby, Metroid.
Kirby, but Kirby is more...
Animal Crossing, Zelda.
Animal Crossing, that's another one.
Warwar, I will have to tell you, I have played every single Pokemon game up until this point. So that'll answer your question right there. And I literally bought every version of the game, even though I didn't have to. I just wanted to. So, I mean, that was me. I used to play Pokemon nonstop. So
I like Pikmin.
So is this one of the things where... Is Nintendo in danger of, how do I say this? Because they only have X amount of IP that they constantly do over and over and over again. Is this a problem for them? or is Pokemon too big to
No,
fail?
no. I think yes, Pokemon is just gonna be Pokemon, and it's not a problem, dude. I love Pokemon. You're talking about someone who loves all games. So I mean, just because you don't like Pokemon doesn't mean it's a problem that I like Pokemon. So let's fix that problem.
No, not
The other thing,
that I'm saying
no,
like,
not to you. I was talking to Wawa. You said then you're
oh,
part of the problem. There's no problem with enjoying the games that you enjoy. Um, but my problem is that I think Pokemon is not too big to fail. The problem is Nintendo thinks that they can get away with selling bullshit right now,
They could.
and that's
They've
what
been
the
doing it
issue
for
is. Like
20 years for
people,
Pokemon.
yeah, and
Game
that's what
Freak
the
ain't
thing
ever
is.
made
It's
a good
like
Pokemon game.
you can play a Pokemon game, you can enjoy a Pokemon game, and then you make shit like this, and even myself and other Pokemon fans go, wait. So this is what I got for $70-$80? What the fuck? And I'm like, yeah, this is exactly the same stuff I've been saying since the Switch 2 has even been talking about coming out. I've seen their previews of games and stuff like that, and I'm like, this is not worth it, my guy. This is definitely not worth it. But yeah, I did like my other Pokemon games. Absolutely loved them. I got Pokemon memorabilia. I've got the toys. I've got the games. I love Pokemon. I love Pocket Monsters. And I say to this day that PlayStation should come back to some more Pocket Monster stuff for people who would want to still play Pocket Monster games. Because it doesn't just have to be Pokemon for me. Like, I like the Monster Hunter, not Monster Hunter, the Dragon Quest Monsters before the recent one came out that I didn't like. But the one where you got to actually breed the monsters and make cool-ass S-tier dragons and stuff. And the same thing with, like, Monster Rancher. I like those games, too. But the reason why I didn't gear towards just playing those is because they stopped making them and they only did Pokemon for Nintendo. So I was like, where else am I going to get a Pocket Monster game?
so
Nintendo.
Atreyu, let me ask you a question because I think where War is going isn't it the gamer's fault that this game is broken? Because this isn't the first one. The last Pokemon game was also incomplete. It was also buggy. So just like I blame the not Resident Evil, but the Monster Hunter engine when people complain about the engine with Monster Hunter Wild.
The RE engine.
Like, why would they stop why would the RE engine or why would Capcom say, you know what, we got to fix this engine when they sold 1 million games in an hour or 6 hours or something like that? They're doing record-breaking numbers. So to Wara's point, is it the gamer's fault because they keep buying the bullshit? Nintendo's like, why should we fix it and do better? They're going to buy it anyways.
I say that after a point, it will become the gamer's fault, but you have fans, okay? Just like you have fans of Nintendo itself, and you have fans of Xbox and stuff like that, they're going to keep holding out and going, you know what? I really love the franchise, so hopefully this time they're going to come out with something really good. Kind of like how I keep talking about Ninja Turtles. It's my favorite movie, and I keep hoping and praying that they come out with a really great Ninja Turtle live-action movie again one day. You know, that's how I am. You know, you want the franchise to do well because you love the whole premise of it. Now, I've liked every single Pokemon game up until, the last one and this one that just came out. I want to say I felt a little bit like, underwhelmed, but that's the whole point. It's like they still have time to turn around and make a great game. They really do. I haven't been happy with Nintendo in any of their stuff lately. So will they make a great game? Probably not.
So people make fun of me for doing this. So something I started doing, I don't know, about 2 years ago is I started buying these games pre-owned, right? And what I mean by that is, like Yote, I'm not happy that they moved away from Jin, especially when they had so much story to tell, in my opinion. I wasn't liking I just didn't like the whole situation. So instead of buying the game day and date, which I'm a huge fan of the game, I decided to buy a pre-owned. And my thinking is somebody else bought that game. Somebody else gave them the money. Instead of getting my money too and getting those 2 sales, they're only getting money for the 1 sale that the guy traded the game in. So I'll wait to buy the game pre-owned. And in my mind, because I'm a big fan. And that's if I can skip the game. If I can skip it, I'll just skip it till it's on a deep sale. But
yeah, you're not handing the money to the dealership. You're handing to the guy who bought the car from the dealership. So I did more after more gent.
So the point is, what are some things that gamers can do? Because obviously we can't control ourselves enough to say we're not going to buy this game, right? We're too big of a fans. But at the same time, we're not getting the best quality product that we can get. So how do we handle this? This is an open panel question. How do we handle this? How
I
can
just don't buy it.
Well, you say that till fucking Metal Gear comes out broken and incomplete, then you will.
Well, if that ever happens, we'll cross that road.
Yeah,
I mean,
but-
the way I handle it is I just didn't buy the system, and nor am I ever buying that Pokemon. I mean, until
Yeah.
Nintendo gets its shit together, I mean, I'm just not going to participate in their sales. You know, like it is what it is.
Yeah, and that goes to my old saying is, sell me the game.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sell me the game, sell me the box. And if it looks questionable, I'm going to watch somebody play the game, whether it be live or it be a pre-recorded video of day one, start at the beginning, not these little fucking sections, these little slices of the game that they put in the marketing. I want to see this bitch run from minute 1 to minute 30. And I want to see what the game looks like to me. And that's exactly what I did with Yote.
And this
Like,
is
I wasn't completely sold with Yote, but then I started watching somebody play the game from minute 1 to minute 30, and I was like, okay, yeah, I could spend my money. I could take a gamble on this.
And this isn't even, this isn't something that's new, right? It's been happening, and I feel like this console generation has been happening the most, where games are coming out incomplete, buggy, broken, missing features. How is it that we have some of the most powerful hardware we've ever had?
Henry.
Are we still having these issues? Nelson, we'll go to you.
Shitty developers. They still haven't fired fucking Game Freak, and they're still making the shit. They haven't made a good Pokemon in 15 years. But they sell, so I guess they just they're cheap. So...
I mean, the last big Pokemon game I heard about was like on the Game Boy, like DS and shit
exactly,
like that.
before Game Freak took over.
Yeah, and that was like the big fucking Pokemons that were popular as all shit. And with these newer systems like the fucking Wii and the Switch, Pokemon doesn't seem to carry its name as well as it did back in the Game Boy days.
Mm-hmm.
No, and these
The last big game they made was like Pokemon Diamond and Pearl.
Mm-hmm.
Well, these
The
studios,
rest of these, I don't know.
point blank, these studios and publishers, they, I've said, I used to say this a lot, but people attack me for it. But the reality is that most of these studios, publishers, they don't give a fuck about you. They don't care. You're in their way. You're in their way of getting that almighty dollar that's in your wallet. That's it. So they're going to give you just enough for you to say, all right, here you go. That's all they're going to do. Just enough. They want to do things.
Nintendo just put out that they're making 25 million more systems because they really believe that they're going to sell all of those. So
yeah, I mean, will they?
I don't think so, but they said they think they are. So
yeah, I mean,
I don't think so either. I don't think they will.
Hell yeah,
they're a
everybody
lady of
want a
the night.
Switch.
They want your wallet. They don't give a shit about you.
No. Yeah. Well, you know what? Let's talk about the shit that we do. We don't do the business. We just are. The reason we talk about the business side of things is because of our ignorance, right? We think that, well, if Nintendo does better, then they'll make better games, right? If PlayStation sells more, they'll make more money. Therefore, they'll make more games. They'll make better games. But we know that that's just not true. They don't do that. They do.
Nope.
Let me ask you guys this question. This is a business, right? The video game industry is a business, but at the same time, it's a creative process. So you have artists out there that are making, creating these video games, and you need to be artistic in order to do so, even if you're a software engineer. At what point, and I think this is a struggle with the video game industry, is you have people that either dig too much into the business management side, or studios that dig too much into the artistic side and not enough into the business. Will it ever click in the video game industry, RPG?
I'm sorry, what?
Well, since RPG's asleep, let me repeat the question.
No, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, what were
Will
you
it
saying?
ever click for these publishers and developers to have a good balance between the business and the artistic? Because it feels like either studios and publishers are too much into the artistic side, not enough into the business, or others are too much into the business and not enough into the artistic. And that's why we see games coming out before they're ready, because the business wants the money now. That's why we see games that take too long, because the artistic doesn't want to release the game now. Do you think that there will ever be a good balance between the two?
No.
Where games will come out on time and at a good quality?
Absolutely not.
I don't think so for the majority of studios and companies out there. I do not. It is the ones that are passionate, they're passionate about their games, and they do not have these corporate overheads over them that are going to make the best, most innovative games, versus these AAA companies that are just out there to sell the game for little as innovation as they can for the most dollar. So these indies, these double A's, are going to do, in my mind, I think are going to do a lot better than these triple A's in the long run.
Well, we can't act too, because I think there's a confusion here. People act like the business side or the corporals or upper management are the devil. No, they're not. Without them, we wouldn't hear about 99% of these games. As a matter of fact, most of these games will never even get made. People forget that you need money to make this shit. Yeah, some dude in his basement can definitely make a game, but it's going to take him 20 years to do so. How's he going to pay his mortgage? How's he going to pay for his kid's
And most
school?
games don't even gross $1,000, so they basically did it out of the kindness of their heart and fuck.
So-
You know what I mean?
It's not that simple. Just saying, let's get rid of the corporations. Let's let indies
I don't want a world full of fucking like developers and studios like what was that Hollow Knight Silksong. I don't want a bunch of games like that.
Yeah.
I don't, because as good as Hollow Knight Silksong is, and as much fun as people have had with it, I don't want fucking my next God of War looking and feeling like fucking Silksong. I'm sorry, I just don't. So we need AAAs, but I think AAAs definitely need a better management, and they definitely need to be looking at their, talking with their developers and understanding where their developers are coming from, their talent, going, we gotta rethink shit, and when we say that this shit's not ready to leave out the door, you need to fucking listen to us. It's not ready to go out the door.
Yeah, and look,
Because
I'm playing.
if it goes out the door, we're gonna look bad. You're gonna look bad, and our PR image is gonna look bad.
And look, I'm playing an awesome game right now, Ball X, made by, well, it's not one dude who made it. There's actually a team. One guy did the audio, one guy did the art style, the other guy did the game. But this game is awesome, and
It's addictive as shit.
It's
I'm
addictive.
watching it.
And I will play this game till the end of the podcast. Once the podcast is done, I'm gonna hop right back into that big AAA game, right? So we get it, but at the same time, there needs to be a balance, and we've seen so many examples of games suffering that consequence. Now, let me ask you guys this, because Glenn Schofield, we talked about him earlier. He was a game director of World War II, Call of Duty World War II. He went out to go do Callisto Protocol. His game suffered from the corpos, right? They made him release the game almost, 6 months early, which he had to cut back. He had to hire like double his staff just to get the game done on time, and it suffered a lot. Then he's also director of Dead Space, right? And they asked him about Dead Space 2, and will Dead Space 2 be made? Have you guys played Dead Space?
Dead Space 4.
Dead Space 4, yeah.
I've beaten all of them.
That's awesome.
Has anybody else played Dead Space?
I've just watched it. I
So-
always wanted to play it, though.
Dead
I
Space.
played Dead Space 1, and I dabbled in 2, but I've never really went past like the intro of 2.
So Dead Space
2's amazing.
remake or remaster, whatever it was, that game, according to EA, will not be getting a sequel. They barely broke even. Maybe they made a little bit over it, but it wasn't enough for them, right? A lot of these people, they want to not just double, they want to triple up whatever they put into a game. So when we take that conversation we're just having about business and art, what do you guys think about that? The games that made money, they just didn't make what they wanted to make, and now we won't see that sequel, we won't see that remake. How sad do you get, or does it not matter to you? You're like, all right, fuck it, I'll just play something else. Or Trey, what do you think about that?
You could be disappointed for a while, but then I get over it. I mean, look at Shenmue, right? When it first came out on the Dreamcast, and they said it was supposed to be like a freaking 7-disc or something like that game or whatever. Like over time, you get like 7 games, right? And they only did 1, and I was so pissed off. And then obviously years down the line, obviously they came out with the next ones. But it was just like, yeah, I was heartbroken, you know, for a while. But I got over it. I went on to something else. It is what a gamer does, right? We don't just stick on one game. We go to everything that we can find. So that's what I do.
Let me answer Lyoko this real quick. Lyoko, he says,
I'll tell you what's amazing though, fucking Shinobi.
Yote is literally so cool. Everything people wanted from Tsushima sequel, and people still not satisfied. No, let's reword that. The journalists and YouTubers got what they wanted from Yote. Everybody else, regular people, loved Tsushima how it was. Yes, all the new things that they've added are fucking amazing, and like I said in the beginning, and RPG says so as well. This game, Yote, is better in every way, shape, and form than Tsushima, except the story. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing that's not better.
Just like I did for this game, I waited until they had it free on the market, because obviously I have the premium PlayStation thing, but I waited till they had it for free. I'll do the same thing for Yote. I don't have to buy it. I'll just get it, you know?
No, I mean, because it's not a live service game. It's a single-player story game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not going to fucking change. You're not going to lose any ground. So if you decide to pick it up day one or year one, you're not really losing any ground.
No.
The only ground you might lose is maybe in Legends, but I mean, really, are you losing any ground there? Because it's not a massive multiplayer online game.
Yeah, I'm not even worried about it at that X point. I just want to play the game, enjoy the story, enjoy the game for what it is, and then move on. Like, I really do like the game, so I'm enjoying myself regardless.
Yeah, let me know what you think when you're done beating it. It's in my top 3 favorite games of all time.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm like 2/3 of the way through it now, so I'll let you know.
Yeah, and then what's the other topic we're going to get into tonight? Oh, so we all know Sony's live service and what's happening with that. But now we have the developer for Heavy Rain, Quantum Dream, also dabbling in the free-to-play, with a free-to-play game. Now, when I read that, or when I found out about it, which was, I think, Friday or yesterday, it kind of shocked me, because they did Detroit Become Human. They did Heavy Rain. Those are what they're known for. Now, Quantum Dream is a developer / publisher. They make their own games internally, but they also publish games as well. They're also doing that Star Wars game that we saw in the Video Game Awards, I think, 2020 or something like that? 3 years ago,
and that'll be out never.
It was more than that, bro. It was like 4 or 5 years ago. But they're working on a free-to-play game. And what's crazy to me is that we've had a couple journalists that got their hands on it, and every single one of them that I saw, there could be more, but I only saw 3 of them. 3 of the ones that I saw said, yeah, the game is interesting, but we got to see more. Not one of them were like, oh, yeah, it's dope, I can't wait to see more. Or, yeah, it's super good, I can't wait to see what they do at the end. Nope, they were all very like, yeah, I want to see what, you know what I mean? But do you think Quantic Dream has to lose before they see the light at the end of the tunnel? Or do you think that, hey, let's try it?
I think their next game is their last game. That's my opinion.
Well, they're a publisher and developer, so they're not gonna be out of business because one fails.
Are they
who's feeding the money?
independent? I'm sorry, I don't really know. Are they independent? They're not owned by Sony or Microsoft or anybody?
They're owned by NetEase. I think they're owned by
Okay.
NetEase.
NetEase. I mean, they can shoot the shit out and see what it does, but maybe just reception of when they actually finally show their game and get the reception by that'll probably tell them all they need to know whether or not
Yeah.
to go forward or pull the plug. Just live service is such a shit show right now because it's so hard to break into live service with all the juggernauts that are in play now with Fortnite, with Call of Duty, with anything that's going on, Tarkov, any of that shit. It's such a hard area to break into that you have to have something truly innovative to even get into the live service model.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's something that I've been saying with live service for a while is that for these live service games, they need to pull from other live service games. I think that them just creating a live service game that's gonna pull fucking new gamers into the gaming is not gonna happen. I think that them pulling gamers from the single player space is also unlikely. Not that it can't, it will, but I don't think at the numbers that they need for the games to survive. It has to come from other live service games. So the question is,
To an extent.
who do you want to compete against? That should be the question that you are making. RPG, to an extent, what do you mean by that?
You can't. You have to pull some things from successful games. So let's give just a random thing like Marathon because it's very Destiny like. I don't see Marathon really doing a whole lot.
Me neither.
It's probably going to come out. It's going to probably be okay for a day or for a week or two, and then it's just going to flop and it's just going to be gone. You have to be innovative. You have to stand out. And Fortnite is not innovative so much because they pulled a lot of shit from what was that game that they pulled from? Is that another battle royale game? I can't remember it right now. But they pulled a lot of shit from that game. But they also introduced, like this kind of kiddish art tone. Yeah, PUBG. Thank you, Josh. But they pulled from this kiddish tone of PUBG, and before even Fortnite got into that battle royale zone, they were a tower defender before anything. So that was like their last thing was like, well, we're going to launch this battle royale before we go into the abyss because that was all their shit. Was we're a tower defender, and I was like, oh well, we're not working as a tower defender because the founders packs aren't selling. So what can we do? Oh well, we can make this thing a fucking battle royale, and then it took off like a fucking wildfire. So there is things that you can grab from other genres, but you have to stand out, and they stood out because they were able to have a different art style than PUBG, and they were able to adapt into pop culture with throwing in like these packs of like fucking Power Rangers and Transformers and shit. And that's what kids are looking for. Is they're looking for that trend thing. So for other companies and other things, if you want to break out into the live service world, you got to be innovative, but you also have to pick up certain things from other things that are successful. Like Bungie, like Call of Duty, like Fortnite, like PUBG, any of that shit. So you got to kind of take both of those things, be innovative, but be familiar.
So where are they going to get these gamers from? Because the
There's
video
gamers
game
out
industry
there.
is not
There's
growing
new gamers. There's
at that
new
pace.
gamers every year.
Just like
New
they're losing
gamers
gamers every year
every
too.
year.
It's like
Exactly.
it's like as many people die are born, right?
Yeah.
But
If not more people are born than die.
well, the statistics are the other way around. More people are dying that are born. Same thing with gaming. It's just not growing at the pace that I think Microsoft wanted it to when they talked about 1 billion PCs out there, right? I just don't see them accruing enough gamers to sustain the game without the other major live services losing any. I just don't see it. I think if you're a live service gamer, you're a live service gamer. There's people that play both, but like RPG said, the kids, they're not like my son. He doesn't give a shit about single player at all. Like I've been playing Bugsnax because he played it, and now he thinks it's the greatest game ever because it's the only fucking game he's played. Right?
Yeah,
that's
I
live
have
service.
A 16-year-old kid in my house right now, and the only thing that he gives a shit about is fucking Madden.
Oh God.
That's the only fucking thing he cares about. He doesn't care about fucking Kratos. He doesn't care about Aloy. He doesn't care about Master Chief. He doesn't care about fucking Phoenix. He doesn't give a shit about these single player games.
Well, at his age, I was also doing Madden.
It bores him to death. He is a fucking he's an athlete, and he's a football guy. That's what he does in his school. He's a football guy. And he plays Madden. He plays fucking NHL. He plays NBA, MLB. Like he loves those style games. He'll play, his occasional WWE game or whatever, and maybe a random fucking a Fortnite game or whatnot, and maybe a Call of Duty game. But he doesn't give a shit about single player games. Zero fucks about single player games. And I'm trying to show him when I'm in the living room. And he walks up and he's like, looks at it, he looks at my game like I'm playing Yote. And his interest level is all there for about 3 fucking seconds, and then he's like off to his room. And that's the crowd that we're dealing with. That's the gamers that are coming into the fold, or already in the fold and coming into it. And our old asses are on our way out, whether we like to think it or not.
Well, we still are the majority. I mean, we still are the people that are making the most money for the industry. It's people our age group.
We are making the most money, maybe, but
well,
we
I
are
mean,
it's a
they
fact.
actually just
It's
did
a fact.
an article about.
We
the
just
fact
read about that.
The most gamers now are in their 40s. Like literally, the people who are playing games.
But there's more of us on the way out than in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's like, to think that the industry is being run off of us. Like, it's not being run off of the kids or anything like that. Like, we are keeping the industry alive.
Well, that was my question 2 weeks ago. I said, why aren't we getting
by us?
I said, no, it's not even being guided by us. That was my argument 2 weeks ago. I'm like, why the fuck isn't the industry catering to us when they're making their money off of us? They're focusing on the live service, and we get it. There's a lot of money to be made there, but only for the top 5-6 games in the industry. You know what I mean? Everybody else, yeah, they're surviving. They're making money, but they're getting servers shut down after a couple years.
Yeah,
single player games.
They're trying to be the next big live service, because it's kind of like one of those things, like you ever hear that hit song and then that one particular artist just takes off. That's exactly what happened to these live service games. So they want to be the next big live service game. But what they don't understand is that loses its luster after some time. And while they make real quick money in the short run, in the long run, it's just gonna go bite in the dust like every other one.
And look, RPG and Nelson are right. Like we are on our way out. The reason that we're the money makers for the industry is because we're situated in our lives, right? We got our careers. We've been working the longest, so we have more expendable income. The economy is tough, so the younger kids are having a hard time, getting their bearings. But as soon as they get to the next generation, they're going to be right where we are. They're going to be in their careers.
More people my age are dropping out of this hobby than getting into it.
Yeah, they're going to be worse off than we ever were.
So which one is it? That we are on our way out and they're taking over, or they're not?
We're on our way out.
We're on our way out. But
so then the video game industry is dying.
Yeah.
So
live service will be around.
Even
I don't
mobile
think the
plateaus.
video game industry is ever going to die, but what I think is going to happen is that either the younger generation is going to basically be more innovative in the way that we see games become, and it's going to turn over to be their kind of thing, or it's going to be still continuing to be us, kind of like how it is when it comes to most things that inspire entertainment. It's still going to be us making games that relate to us, and making younger generations think that they relate to us by playing games that we used to play.
Yeah,
which
and who
mostly
knows?
happens in every other entertainment industry as well.
And who knows where AI is gonna be? I think that these kids are gonna be playing fucking cheap AI bullshit where they won't even get an artist to create the art cover for it, and that's what they'll be playing on.
I'll tell you one thing though about AI, and this is coming from someone who's not really a big fan of AI. This game, I want to call it, that I play called Everweave, it is run by a AI DM, and if AI is used in this fashion, which in my opinion is the way that AI should be utilized, because let's face it, like this game that I have has had me hooked so bad I'm not even on my PlayStation. That's got to tell you something. But if they use it the way that they should, like with this particular game that I'm playing, it could be a really useful tool. But that's if they take the information that they're getting from us now, playing games like this that I have in the palm of my hand, and push that over to consoles as well. If they continue to run it like that, of course, AI will have a place in gaming and it will do really well. But that's only if they listen to the feedback that we give them. I don't think it's going to do really well. I think it's going to pump out shit if they completely ignore what we're saying.
Oh, they don't fucking like us. I mean, they don't give a fuck.
They don't fucking like us.
Bro, remember, I don't know if you guys remember, and by the way, I appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you, chat, for being here. I appreciate it too. I don't know if you guys remember, like in the first couple of years of this generation, it felt like every other week there was a developer who got caught basically talking shit about the gamer and how we're wrong and we're fucking gooners and, you know, like just talking down to us completely, right? And I think that over the last couple of years, they've kind of just shut the fuck up, because they started to see how it's impacting their games. I mean, we got games that were poorly marketed, or not marketed, but poor reception from the gamers, because we're like, oh shit, you talking like, fuck you, don't buy this game. So now they just shut the fuck up. Doesn't mean that the way they feel about us has gone away, right? And I just feel like there's gonna be a time where it's gonna be what they've been saying for us this whole time. Oh, you think you can do better? Then make a game. Then build your own engine. Then build your own fucking thing. I think that's gonna. I think the video game industry is gonna create offshoots of that, and we're seeing it a little bit. Where, you know what, you guys don't want to make the games that we want to play, we'll just do it our own fucking selves. And I've never seen more YouTubers than ever jumping into that wave where they're creating their own games, whether it's pixelated, whether, you know, whatever it is, a linear game, a side scroller. What do you guys think about that? Do you guys think that there's a possibility for an offshoot of the market like that, where they'll just be like, you know what, we'll fucking do it ourselves, and we like first person shooters, so that's what we're gonna do. We like side scrollers, that's what we're gonna do. We like super hard games like Meat Boy, that's what we're gonna do. Do you guys think that may happen?
There's a good chance.
To me, I think that it's a possibility that could happen, but money talks, you know what I mean? And if they don't have the money to pump out those kind of games, that's not going to happen. But that's just really what it comes down to in the end of the day is the money.
Yeah. Anything else you guys want to say about this topic? Because the last topic I want to talk about is I want us to put our imaginary caps on and our what if caps on. So anything else you guys want to say about this before I ask a question?
Hold on, I'll go get my Xbox hat.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. So let me catch up with the chat. I kind of been ignoring them all night. Younger game. I'm sorry. Let's go back a little bit more. Henry said that's not just to say because Fortnite is your main game you play. Warzone, they don't need you to switch over then play nothing else. It's like pulses up and down. I think Henry's right. You don't need to be playing just the one game, but I think some people are invested. Like with Fortnite, they got all their skins there, so whenever they spend, money, that's where they wanted to go to continue to grow. Just like the reason why Xbox failed the PS4 or the PS5 gen, because people, besides their shitty hardware and everything else, is because people already had that library built on the PS4. So to move on over to the Xbox, it'll be way harder to do. So I think if people are going to spend money on live service, they're going to stick it in where they've been sticking it in. I think they may be. That's what she said. Atreyu's on it. Then Hero says, yeah. Henry Heck says, Hero says yes, but I'm sorry. No raw dog in those games. So Hero's basically saying, I play those here and there. I treat them like the side bitch, but I will not be invested. Josh says younger gamers use games to talk with friends and hang out with single players will decline. Yeah, you see that too, Josh. You see, look how Twitch has been taken over by fucking thoughts out here, dudes and girls, right? Just sitting down in front of a PC and just talking, doing no gaming, just talking, looking pretty. So we see that all the time.
I had to ban that shit from my house.
What, Twitch?
No, fucking these online games, because they're just kids fucking screaming at each other all day.
Yeah. Let me fast forward. Hero says, if I keep insulting my customers, they will take their money elsewhere. That's true, Hero, except in the video game industry. I mean, I don't know how many times they fucking told us, shut the fuck up and play what we give you, and people do. It happened in the past, it will happen again. We hopefully. There are 14K games that came to Steam last year alone just because people make games that aren't meant to... I'm sorry. People make games doesn't mean they will keep making them after stuff fails. No, and that was Nelson what was saying. Well, he says that all the time, where there's a million games coming out, but doesn't mean that they're profitable, right? So, all right, let's put our thinking caps on real quick.
Only 5% of those games make over 100K a year, which is like one dude's salary for 1 year.
Now, we all know what's happening with Xbox. Let me ask you guys this question. Would you guys buy an Xbox branded PC,
Nope.
not handheld, but actual PC that is formatted to be like a console, where they get rid of all the systems, just whatever's needed to run that fucking thing, and it's a plug and play like the Steam Deck is, but PC form or console form? Would you buy it from Xbox then, RPG?
No.
No. So, well, that you have a PC already.
Exactly.
So
Why would you buy an Xbox as a PC if you could just get a PC?
No, not as a PC. As a PC gaming platform. Nothing with it that you can do with PC. But you can do
shit show.
But you can basically like a Steam Deck, but PC form. That's like what's a console, but with the power of a PC, basically.
But because it has Xbox branded on it.
I'm just saying, Xbox is the first one to do it. Would you buy it then?
Steam Deck's
Why?
already done it. Steam machines
I'll just build my own PC.
Yeah, but Steam
It'll be
Deck,
better than what they provide anyway. So
Steam Deck is limited. It's limited in what it can do. 720. I mean, there's a lot of things that aren't like a PS5. You can 4K. You can do 120 on some games. That's more in line of what I'm talking about. Except you could access a Steam library. All the other fucking places that sell games. So it doesn't matter.
I'm not the usual casual. I have money to spend, especially in the hobby that I enjoy the most. So if I'm going to spend my money, I'm going to buy.
Josh, I'm saying not the actual Steam Deck itself. I'm taking Steam Deck like. So basically, how the Steam Deck is a closed system, or not closed, but it feels like it. How you just play your PC games without configuring much, without having Windows running in the background, without having all this other bullshit.
Yeah, the Steam Deck is basically ran on the Linux system alone. It's not ran through a Windows on top of, it's not a Windows system with the Linux Steam OS on top of it. It's basically a Linux system as how the Steam Deck is ran.
It would be basically a console, but with PC specs and able to play PC games. Would you guys be interested in something like that?
No, I'll just buy a PC or build a PC and I'll go that route because I'll get more power I'll have to spend more money, but I'll get more power and I'll get more bang for my buck out of PC.
Precisely.
So hold on, because I'm a little confused because everybody here is a console gamer except for RPG. RPG is a console gamer for now because it goes to Yote. Once that goes out the window, he's gonna go right back to PC and not even touch his console ever again.
No, not ever again.
Till the next till the next Wolverine or something like that comes out.
Yeah.
So every single person in here has talked about power and the performance and quality mode. Heck, most people here have a fucking PS5 Pro. because you get more power out of it. But yet when you get the same thing, just not made by PlayStation or not made by the Xbox or whoever makes it, now it's a no-go? Now you just go straight to PC?
No, that's not what it is. That's not what it is. The whole point is that when you say that they're gonna, just slap an Xbox thing on it, right? When you're thinking about it that way, you're like, well, they're gonna make this system. It's gonna be a finite system. It's gonna be like, this is what you get out of it.
Well, a console is a finite system.
The thing is what it's gonna do is it's gonna say, you're gonna get this because this is what you could play and this is what we could sell to stay within your price bracket, right? But why would I get that? If I'm looking to play PC games, right? Why would I get that when I could just build a PC and have it blow those specs out of the water and still play the same stuff that it was offering, just better?
Because if we look, what's the biggest advantage to console over PC?
Plug and play.
It's just be able to plug and play.
Plug and play, exactly. So you're telling me that if there was a console like PC where it's plug and play, you wouldn't do it? You would just go to PC, even though...
Because what they're going to sell you, this plug and play PC that they're going to sell you, and I'm not trying to be pessimistic, but it is the truth. What they're going to sell you is still not going to be as powerful as a PC. No matter what anyone tries to tell you, it's not going to be. They're going to be like, well, we can make it like optimal to the PlayStation 5. Okay, so you're just making another system, then okay, whatever. But don't market it as a PC knowing you're not going to give me the specs of a true gaming PC. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what is a true gaming PC? Or what specs are those? Is 60 frames at 4K a true PC? Is it 120 at 4K?
I mean, what do you mean by that? Is that what I'm saying is that what they're going to offer you for a decent price that you could pay for a plug and play PC, and I'm going to do the quotes, a plug and play PC. It's what I'm telling you is that they're not going to be optimum to what you would think you should get out of a performing PC, because they're not going to be able to sell you for something that cheap. Because for all that, you might as well just buy a regular gaming PC with the price it would be if they were actually offering that.
Okay, so let me ask you...
They got to have something down into that level, which means they're going to have to lower the spec somewhere so that it lowers the price.
So right now, on most of the games that I play on my PS5 Pro, they're running at 60 frames and maybe upscale to 4K, right? If they gave me a PC-like console that did that and gives me access to Steam, yeah, that's a no-brainer. Especially if it's similar money. Why not? Yeah, you get access to
similar money is it?
Way more game.
That it's going to cost as much as a gaming PC would cost.
Well, obviously,
then, I mean, there's no difference between.
It wouldn't be. Then there is no market, because then you just pay the extra $400, get yourself an actual PC.
That's what I'm saying. If you're trying to tell me it's similar, but if you're telling me it's a plug and play, you know it's going to be way cheaper than a gaming PC, which means something on it is going to be lower specs than a gaming PC. That's why I'm saying there's no way that I'm going to pay for that, knowing it's going to be subpar to a gaming PC.
And to get RPG,
it's not going to have its own dedicated APU and shit like that too. So you're just going to get a really, really low-powered PC, because it's not going to have Xbox games. You're going to get a PC version of the game. It's just going to be a very, very low-power PC.
Then I forgot the next question. But Josh, no, it would be... I wouldn't be an all-digital gamer just because I would buy something like that. Doesn't mean that I would just... give up everything and just solely game on that, just like I don't solely game on my PS5 or Xbox or Switch or Steam Deck.
On that platform, you would be an all-digital gamer, though. On that one platform.
On that platform, PC, yes. Just Xbox, like I'm an all-digital gamer on the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it here. Just like I'm an all-digital gamer on the Series S. Like, I don't get it. What's the question here? Of course, certain platforms are all digital.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't understand it.
On my PS5, but that's because I opted not to buy a disc drive and buy physical games.
I mean, yeah, if they came out with physical PC, I mean, I'm not planning ever on going to PC. The closest I can get a PC is on a handheld like the Steam Deck, or if they did something that was plug and play, yeah, I would definitely add it to the systems that I currently own. because I still can only get my PlayStation first party games from PlayStation. Exclusives still sell consoles, right? But yeah, I'm a gamer. I would still get something like that if it gave me some benefits. The benefit would be the huge library of Steam games that I don't have access to, and that I really want to play. Doesn't mean I would buy everything. I will be limited in what I buy, of course, because I prefer physical. But just like the Switch, even PlayStation, I still buy digital games. I mean, Ball X is a digital game. You can only get it digitally. There may be a physical in the future. I don't know that, but I'm not going to wait because I wanted to play the game. Just like Deliver at All Costs. Even that one, there's a physical, but I didn't want to pay the $40 to get the game, then another $15 to get it shipped to me. I'll just buy a digital, only pay $20 for it. So there's going to be instances where you...
Stuff like Battlefield 6 that said it was on physical and then didn't happen.
Yeah, and then you have stuff like Battlefield 6 that they came out with a physical version, but there's nothing physical about the damn game. Can't even play the Oh, by the way, you can't even...
It got plenty physical.
You can't even... So, like, right now, if you had a physical copy of Battlefield 6 and your internet went out and you're like, you know what? I can't play the multiplayer, but let me play the campaign. Nuh-uh.
Nope.
Can't even do that. So that physical is literally worthless except for the trade-in and borrowing that you can get out of physical. But that is it. That's all I got for you guys today. I want to throw you guys that curveball at the end there, see what you guys think, because a lot of Xbots really feel that Xbox is going to do some sort of PC console-like thing, which you guys brought up all some good points on why it wouldn't work, and if it did, what it would have to have, and we don't have the capacity to do it that way.
It's coming out, but it ain't coming out from Microsoft's fucking factory.
Oh no, Microsoft is done. Microsoft should just worry about making a good game. Once they're done making that one good game, they need to focus on making a second good game. Once they do that, they need to multiply that times 20, 30 times before they can try with anything else.
They're done shipping out hardware from their factories. They're done.
Yeah, there's nothing that they've done good. And look, the Series X is not a shitty console. Let me be clear about that. It's a really good console for the money. Well, for what used to be the money of $500.
What used to be.
It's a very good console, and I think it was a solid competitor to the PS5. It even had features that the PS5 didn't have that were really, really popular, like the quick resume. That's a very big one right there. Yeah. But unfortunately, they didn't have the software, and ultimately, that's what sunk Microsoft. It's not the hardware. Shit, it wasn't even the money they spent acquiring the studios. It's that they just didn't have the software. So what people do? They went where there was, and that's the Switch, and that is PlayStation, and that is Steam. Now, Steam, of course, is a storefront, so it's not like they make their own shit, but that's the popular one that people go to, which is Steam. But Microsoft did this to themselves. I gotta be
honest, I'm glad that I won mine in a raffle because I never would have actually bought it.
Yeah, I bought mine when it was $350, and I didn't even end up buying it. My sister got it. She ended up giving me the money back. She was like, "Oh, I was gonna buy you an Xbox for your birthday because I kept or Christmas because I kept talking about Starfield." And I'm like, "Damn, my son's got a Series S, but that's not strong enough. Like, I need to experience it how it was meant to be at 30 frames per second, right? 4K. How what's his name? Well, we're one with a $2 Australian is either a PC or a console, cannot be both. Hit the like on that. Wara is 100% right. Cannot be both. And I think a lot of the Xbox fans are waking up to that with their brand new ROG Ally X and realizing that
waste of money.
Wait a minute, this is nothing but a PC handheld that
fucking $1,000 of disappointment.
That can only play my PC Xbox games. Cannot imagine that, bro. You go to the store, you drop $1,000 excited. You come back home and then you fucking turn it on like, oh, it's got updates. 4 hours later, after it's done, where you're demotivated and tired, you're like, I'm gonna go in my library and play some games. And next thing you know,
the fuck you ain't.
No, you
fuck
ain't.
With your shaders.
No, it ain't.
Fucking credit card, bitch.
Like, yeah, you have Halo, but you have it for the console, not for the PC. So you can rebuy it or subscribe to Game Pass for the low price of $16. So, yeah, it's a fucking mess, bro. But hey, you know, part of that is what is it? You know, I do blame Xbox for that because they were really saying it's an Xbox handheld.
They still are.
You know, it's not like it's true. As a customer, you should do your own research. But come on, man. Out here using your tagline that Xbox but handheld, that's way different. But thank y'all so much. Go follow RPG88 over on our Discord. RPG, anything else you want to let people know?
No, just play your games, get off of fucking Twitter, get out of the YouTube chats and whatnot of your fucking toxic gamer bullshit.
Read some books.
Read some books, or listen to some audiobooks, whatnot. But I mean, just play games. Don't play this fucking drama bullshit. And do you? Don't fucking do what these fucking bitches want you to do here.
Play
on
everything
Twitter.
and anything, man. Everything.
And if you're bored of gaming, take a time out or find a new genre to play. That's the biggest thing.
And look, I only hear about the Twitter drama because either these guys tell me or because there's an account that I'm following that retweets something. Otherwise, everybody else is blocked. Like, literally, if you're not blocked, I have alerts for the people I want to hear from. That's it. Yeah. Nelson, RPG, a couple of you guys in the chat that are subscribed to me. I follow you guys. You have an alert on. So if you post, I know about it. Outside of that, I just don't go scrolling on X like, oh, I'm just reading a newspaper. It does nothing for me. If fucking Game Rant posts something, then I know about it. If a journalist, whatever, I'll know about it. Outside of that, I don't give a fuck about what these people do. They don't even play games. They play 300 hours a year. Who gives a fuck about what they have to say? I'm not going to listen to somebody who plays a couple hundred hours a year on what I should and shouldn't play and why they don't fucking like it. Like,
they play.
No,
also,
fuck off.
That's all they
play. If any of you guys are looking for someone to join your team to play in a game or something, and I got that game, just at me. I'm home all day. I'll jump on and I'll play with you.
That's true.
Yeah, I need to add a Treyu to my my PlayStation account.
And you guys are sub to my channel. When I do these video game pickup videos or when I do the Will It Play with No Internets, I always talk a little bit about the game. So you can get a good idea there too. If it's something you're interested in, at least enough to go watch the trailer or watch a review or something. You know what I mean? Because I don't like recommending games till I beat them. That's why I am beating Yote, because I want to be able to get what they're trying to do with the game from start to finish, not just parts of it. I'm also doing everything because I don't need anybody to say, well, you missed the one Wolf's Den, so therefore you didn't get the whole. I'm like, okay, whatever. And that already happened. For people that say that does not happen, that does happen. And I screenshot it and shared it to RPG and Henry, and they're my witness. That already fucking happened. Well, you didn't play this side mission, so therefore it's what you're saying is not accurate. I'm already getting that.
Obviously, you never played.
Before I get out of here, I got a question for you, man.
Yeah.
What game are you excited for that's coming out soon that you want to play?
Shinobi.
Outer Wild. I already own it. Outer Wilds is the one. That's the one that I'm looking forward to next. Okay. I'm still waiting for Little Nightmares 3 because I got the collector's edition. So that should have been here, but Amazon just told me it'll be here at the end of the month. So, but that one already came out. It's just I haven't got it yet. But those two are the main ones that I'm looking forward to.
Awesome.
What are you looking forward to?
Revive.
Me, I'm looking forward to Dispatch. It's coming out, next week or something like that?
Dispatch, what's that?
It's a superhero game. Well, you don't play the superhero, you dispatch the superheroes, and it's got like a whole story to it. So I'm all about it. I'm just waiting for it.
So is it like it's like
a episode type of game. It comes out like 2 episodes a month or something like that.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, I'm gonna be all up on it as soon as it comes out. I'm jumping on that day one. So
I actually like games like that where you're kind of doing a little bit of managing, a little bit of you know what I mean? Like episodic. Like, I don't mind those. I think those are pretty good.
Yeah, it's actually coming out on the 22nd. That's what I'm waiting for.
Nice. Well, let me know what you think once you play it. RPG, what are you looking forward to that's coming out?
It's not going to be coming out for
Oh, don't even talk it. Talk realistically here. Stop talking about fucking bullshit that fucking 20 years from now.
No. I guess my next big game that I'm actually looking forward to is Resident Evil 9 Requiem.
Requiem, okay.
Okay.
We don't talk like no
Musha.
fire in here. Not till we have some solid fucking news.
Give it 2 months.
Yeah, okay. I'll hold my breath so I can fucking pass out and leave my kids their inheritance of bills.
All right, yeah, that sounds like
what
a
about
deal.
you, Nelson? Even though
They'll
you're
be
not
happy.
buying anything, but next thing you know, you're buying some bullshit fucking pixelated game. What are you fucking?
I love my pixelated games.
What are you? What are you looking forward
he's gonna
to?
Buy Kirby Air Riders.
Onimusha.
Onimusha.
Kirby Air Riders.
Onimusha. Oh, I'm thinking of
That's that Wolf game, ain't it?
No,
That's Capcom. Gods.
No, I was thinking about Ninja Gaiden Black that comes out on Tuesday. Or not Black, but Ninja Gaiden 4 comes out Tuesday. You're not looking forward to that one?
No.
I could have sworn you were a Ninja Gaiden fan.
Yeah, Ragebound.
Yeah, fucking piece of shit. That game's a piece of shit. I own it, and I regret my fucking purchase. Fucking trash-ass game. Fucking trying to be hard for no fucking reason. No, it's not. It's a shitty fucking game. It's literally designed, which has pissed me off even more, is that it's made by Game Kitchen or Kitchen Game, and they're fire. They did the Blasphemous games. They're so good.
Fire. That's why it's like an 87.
Except with that bitch ass game. Fuck that game and anybody who likes, especially the reviewers. That's how I know your taste in games are ass, because you fucking like the same games reviewers who don't play games are saying that is awesome. All right, guys, there y'all have it, man. Shout out, Trey. Where can people follow you at?
You can still follow me on Twitch and also still on TikTok for now.
There we go. And then Mr. Nelson Gaming Culture. Tell them about your YouTube channel, please. Take 10 seconds to talk about it.
Nelson Gaming Culture on YouTube.
Tell them what you offer.
Shinobi right now. What?
Tell them what you offer in your channel so people are interested in coming in.
I don't really do a whole lot. I just play video games and sometimes I post it if I remember.
There you go, guys. Go follow Nelson Gaming Culture on his YouTube. He puts some homely content there. Very relatable stuff with his family, playing games. Go check his stuff out. And me, you guys are already here, so hit the subscribe button, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Keep it gaming.
Oh, I'm dead.